to be ready. You, me, the others. There's an attack coming from far away.
Not coming, Bruce. It's already here. The others. Where are they?
Arthur Curry, the Aquaman. It's on him.
Organic and biomechatronic body parts. He's a cyborg.
You should probably move. Barry Allen.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me. You're the Batman?
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to.
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free.
My turn.
Come together. Right now. Come together. Right now.
Shall we?
It's good to see you playing well with others again.
Just like a bat. I dig it.
Maybe temporary.
What's going on, guys? So the Justice League trailer has finally dropped, and man, oh man, I'm gonna say I had to watch it a few times to get excited because I literally watched it the moment I woke up. I woke up, checked Twitter, saw Justice League, I was like, oh, what? This is cool. And yeah, I had to watch it 3 times because the first time I wasn't excited because I was just like halfway awake, and then I was like, oh shit, and then the third time I was like, oh. But anyways, we're going to freaking break down this trailer right now because why the hell not? Because there's so much awesome in this and we gotta talk about it. So, the first scene starts off with freaking Bruce Wayne on a horse, very Dark Knight style. Is it Dark Knight Returns? Dark Knight Returns. I always get these things wrong. But anyways, Dark Knight Returns, and this seems like he is looking for Aquaman, and we've seen that in the previous footage, that he's in the same kind of coat and everything, and he is looking for Aquaman. That's when he's like, talk and blah, blah, blah. We know, we've all seen that trailer a million times. Anyways, it jumps from there to freaking Cyborg's father in a room, and we see a mother box starting to get activated, and bam! Parademon, bitch! This part really made me think because I thought the mother box was Cyborg. I thought that in BVS, you know, that whole mother box turned into Cyborg, and he was like, ah! I didn't know that the mother box would still be an actual box, so I don't know why freaking Cyborg's dad has that in his house, if that is his house or whatever. So I'm really interested to see what's going on there. At this point in the trailer, we do hear Wonder Woman talking, and she's asking or telling freaking Bruce that, you know, there's trouble, the trouble's already here, and she wants to know where the other heroes are. She actually says, where are they? Cut to Aquaman saving a dude's life and looking like a motherfucking badass. Dude, like, they're really, Zack Snyder was all, somebody had to have told this guy that he's like, look, how do we make Aquaman awesome? Like, everybody thinks he sucks, everybody thinks he just talks to fish, what can you do? And Zack Snyder went balls to the wall with Aquaman, and he just looks like he's gonna be a badass in this film. Like, he looks all, oh, look at that, freaking saves a dude's life, takes some beer, he's all like, it's on him. Freaking, what? Side note, when he's all like, it's on him. Did anybody get the feeling that when he says that, he just reminds you of Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead? I don't know why. I think it's the wet hair and all that stuff. I'm just like, what's up? They totally reminded me of Daryl Dixon, and I was just like, I'm down with that. But this whole saving of people does look like pre-Justice League, and possibly just getting to know Aquaman's probably what's gonna happen. Or, I don't know that if in this, when Wonder Woman and freaking Batman are talking, which you can actually hear it because he's saying the Aquaman, and he's describing, you know, later in the trailer he talks about Barry Allen and he talks about Cyborg. They could be, I don't know if they're going to go ahead and introduce them in this movie through like flashbacks or through Batman's knowledge, kind of like they did with BVS, where you saw the emails and you saw them that way, but this time, you know, he'll have done his research. So that is very possible how we're going to get to know their backstories in this. Although I don't know if I would like that storytelling because I feel like that would just be a little bit too weird if they give long segments to each character as from a conversation from Wonder Woman and Batman. I don't think that would flow very well. Next up, we see Cyborg. And Cyborg in this scene right here, he's wearing a long trench coat. He's actually, seems like he's kind of hiding. This might actually be maybe after he becomes Cyborg and he doesn't want, maybe he's not used to it, he doesn't like it, and he just wants to be a normal person, but this is how he goes out in public because he doesn't want people to know what he looks like. So it could be the reason why he's wearing this trench coat here. Cue montage of Cyborg saving some people, and I will say one thing, okay, cue montage of Cyborg saving some people, but I will talk about one thing, and I don't know how I like the CGI on Cyborg, and I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think it's kind of weird, and I think what's weird about it is it's only this part of his face, and I think maybe they should have had him wear those parts of the mask, like made this real instead of it being CGI, and he should have just been wearing real masks and shit instead of, you know, going full-blown Green Lantern. I think it just looks really weird, and I don't know if they could have done it any other way, but I feel like you could have actually had a nice, like cowl kind of thing that covers half of his body, or half of his face, or head, I should say, and then the rest of it being CGI, that would have been fine, but I don't know. I guess they just want full-blown CGI. Looks kind of weird. They still got a lot of time to polish this off, but it just right now just doesn't, it doesn't feel right to me. Finally, we get a glimpse of the Flash actually doing something in his suit, and man, oh man, the Flash might be the show stealer in this freaking movie. I know we got Batman, we got Wonder Woman, we got a new Aquaman and everybody else, and then Superman's probably going to show up, or he is going to show up at some point in this movie. But I think Flash is going to steal this show. He looks awesome when he's running through this thing, or through the Speed Force or whatever. You're just running, I should say. And it looks awesome. And I got asked on Twitter, hey, why is the Flash freaking got blue lightning? Does he have, like, you know, did he take V9? Just, guys, I know a lot of you watch the Flash show. They're not the same thing. And even in the comic books, a lot of them don't care about the color of lightning and stuff like that. Just know that the DCEU is not bringing the lightning thing into play for Flash. I mean, for the Flash universe or the DCEU universe. DCE, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. The movies are not going to have the whole lightning color crap. It's just going to be Flash has got blue lightning because that's what Zack Snyder wanted. It's not going to get into all this other crazy lightning colors. After freaking Barry Allen catches the Batarang and says, you're the Batman, we get this awesome look of freaking Batman flying through the sky, kicking parademons, and blowing up Batarangs at them. And man, oh man, I cannot wait for this movie. That looks so awesome. That is what Batman should be looking like in his movies. And I know some people hate Zack Snyder and they love him or whatever, but he is bringing the best Batman we've seen to the screen. I mean, I'm hoping that Matt Reeves is going to do even better in the Batman movie, but man, this is shit you see in the comic books and the shows. The way he just glides through the air like that. Oh, man, cannot wait. After that, we hear Wonder Woman say that they said that the Age of Heroes would never come again, and we're seeing a pan of all of our superheroes. And what she's referencing to, from my understanding, or what I believe she's referencing to, is to the big war that happened the first time Darkseid came to Earth, when it was Atlanteans, freaking humans, and Amazons took on Darkseid and fought him away to protect the Earth, and that is why there's 3 mother boxes on the world, and that is why Darkseid's coming back to collect those mother boxes, and that's how he's coming back. And we believe that the reason Darkseid's able to come back is because freaking, what's his name, Lex Luthor opened up a way for them to communicate when he was talking to Steppenwolf in BVS. So the Justice League is the new age of heroes. The next two scenes are pretty awesome because we see Aquaman impaling 2 parademons with his freaking trident. That is awesome. And then we see Wonder Woman sweeping the legs of somebody, and then she does like the sexiest hair flip there is. And oh man, Wonder Woman is so sexy, but so powerful that she would kick your ass if you offended her in any way. We get this awesome shot of freaking Cyborg putting on the rest of his helmet, or his helmet for his suit. And remember, if you guys saw those behind the scenes photos from BVS, that suit was actually supposed to be in BVS's nightmare scene, and we were actually supposed to get a glimpse of Cyborg, but that never happened. So it's cool that Zack Snyder still brought that vision of that suit to the Justice League, and we got to see it here. And the one thing, I might not like the way the CGI is looking for Cyborg right now, but I do have to say that they are giving him a lot of morphine power with his suit, which is what happens in the comics. So I really like that. You know, because he's able to do so many different things in the comics, and they're showing that in the movies. So that is awesome. Just the CGI is just looking really weird to me for some reason. We see the Flash owning a parademon, and this is from the scenes we saw in the first, you know, tease trailer or whatever for the Justice League. We saw him moving really quickly. Well, here's the whole scene where he's actually knocking a parademon through some doors. And like I'm telling you, I think Flash is going to be the person that steals this movie. And of course, the biggest line from this trailer already, because I've seen so many memes about it or people just making fun of it on Twitter already, is Barry Allen asking Batman or Bruce Wayne, "What's your superpower again?" And he's like, "I'm rich." Which is showing you that Bruce Wayne is not going to be so dark anymore, and he's not going to be so brooding, and he's actually going to have some humor, which Batman has had that in past stuff, like, you know, the Batman animated series, and he jokes in the comics every once in a while. He is very a dark person most of the time, but he can be funny at times too, and I think that's what they're bringing into the Justice League, and you're going to see more of that, and that's what happens with this kind of joking. And remember, I've said this before in other videos, it's not going to be the Marvel type of humor. It's not going to be like slapstick, silly kind of jokes and like people getting hit or whatever. But it works for Marvel. That's Marvel's vibe, and I think they do that really well. DC is going to have more of a stuff like this, where it's just like little sayings and one-liners that are going to be the funny stuff in this. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other stuff as well, but this is going to be their type of humor in these movies. After that, we see a montage of Batman getting in his new freaking spider tank toy that he's got, and it just looks pretty awesome. It's able to climb walls and shit. He saves Wonder Woman at one point in one of these scenes, and this is just going to be Batman. He's going to have a lot of new toys in this thing. He's going to have some new suits, and, you know, he is the leader of the freaking Justice League. And this is just pretty badass that we're going to see so much more Batman stuff in this movie. We get a quick shot of Victor Stone in his football college days. Now, this is going to be pre-Cyborg. And I don't know what's going to cause him in this movie to have lost all of his limbs. I don't know if he's going to get in a car accident, if something's going to happen at, you know, is it going to be a football injury? I don't really know what's going to happen, but he loses a lot of his body. So we're going to see what happens. I don't know if he goes to, you know, joins the army or something like that. I don't really know what they're going to do with this actual storyline, but we're going to find out how he becomes Cyborg. But right here, we're seeing this shot of him actually playing his college football. Quickly, we see Wonder Woman smashing down on her shield, which I think is going to cause some major explosion or major, like, freaking vibration to hit a lot of people away, which is pretty awesome because, you know, we've seen her, what she can do with those gauntlets, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Maybe that might be something she does in her movie, which will be out before this, and we just see how powerful that is, so that's pretty awesome. We get a shot of Flash running, again, as fast as he can. Then we get a beautiful shot of freaking Amy Adams, aka Lois Lane. Man, she's so gorgeous. I love her. But what could she be looking at? Could it be a Superman? Or could it just be a bunch of parademons? Or who knows what it could be? But she was just, they just threw this clip in there to remind you, hey, Superman's coming back. Oh man, but the next part we see Aquaman do his trident and stop some water, but I don't give a damn about that because the next scene was the beautiful Amber Heard as Mira. And oh my god, we knew Mira was gonna be in this. But man, I hope she's a bigger part of the, you know what I'm saying? Because I love Mr. Mira, because Amber Heard, he's so sexy, but man, you're gonna make a good Mira too, man, it's gonna be great. We get to see freaking Henry Allen in prison, so we know that Barry's dad is still in prison, unlike the show where he got out and all this stuff, which I think that's gonna be a big part of the Flash movie. His dad's gonna be in prison, and he's gonna be trying to get his dad out of that. So that's a cool little glimpse of what the Flash movie could be about with this one scene right here where Barry is, you know, freaking doing the hands to the glass with his dad. That is pretty cool. Let's just hope that, you know, he doesn't end up becoming Jay Garrick and not making any fucking sense in the multiverse. Now, this next scene I don't think is part of the end movie. I think it's part of the beginning of the movie because I think this is the Great War. I don't know if the Amazons are going to show up in Justice League and help them out because I feel like that would kind of diminish the Justice League. This is supposed to be about all of them coming together to beat all of the damn parademons and freaking, not Darkseid, but Steppenwolf. They're supposed to all beat Steppenwolf, and it's supposed to be them, and it's creating the League. So I don't think we're going to see the Amazons come and help them, is what we're seeing right here, is a bunch of Amazons versus a bunch of parademons. I think this is the Great War of the humans, Atlanteans, and Amazons teaming up to fight off this evil, and I think that's what we're seeing this clip of right here, and this might be at the start of the movie, telling you the origin of what was happening the first time Darkseid came to Earth. We get this freaking awesome, badass Batmobile shot of him freaking drifting and shooting at parademons, and then the parademons get on his car, and freaking Wonder Woman comes in with a double clothesline to save Batman, and she's all like, we're even, bitch, you saved me earlier, and I just saved you now, so it's 1-1, okay? Don't hang that over me. But man, oh, this is so good. This is so awesome! Now looking at this Cyborg scene right here, he's very distraught and he looks upset. Could it be that Darkseid and that scene from the Mother Box earlier, could it be that Steppenwolf has Cyborg's father, causing him to maybe not be such a big part of the fight because he knows that, you know, if he is a Mother Box himself, he has a lot of power, and Steppenwolf probably wants an advantage over Cyborg, so maybe he's all like, if you join in this fight, we're gonna freaking kill your father or something like that, because that could be the reason why he's very upset in this scene. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this, but in this scene where Aquaman is swimming right here, somebody is throwing an axe at him. Who would be throwing an axe at freaking Aquaman in the water? Could it be Steppenwolf? Maybe he showed up to try to take out the Atlantean King, and that's why, because I mean, I believe Steppenwolf uses an axe. Time ran out on my freaking camera, but anyways, so yeah, like I was saying, I think Steppenwolf uses an axe as his weapon, but could it be Steppenwolf that's trying to kill Aquaman, and maybe that's why Aquaman joins the Justice League, because somebody invaded Atlantis and wanted to take his life, and he's like, alright, this freaking Bruce Wayne guy was telling the truth, so let me go ahead and meet up with them. That could be very well the reason why he joins up, because somebody's throwing a flaming axe at him underwater. This is SpongeBob logic right here, bitches, so you know it's serious. We get more Flash running, we get a Wonder Woman superhero drop, which is sexy, and she just shows up, and I love how she's always in the middle. Like, she's all like, I'm the leader, bitches. Batman, I'm just letting Batman think he's the leader, but I'm the fucking leader. And then we finally get to hear Jim Gordon talk, and he says, it's good to see you playing with others again. Aquaman shows up, and he's all like, dressed up like a bat. I dig it. And bada bing, and then Batman's all like, maybe it's just temporary, or whatever he says. But man, Jim Gordon say, it's good to see you playing with others again, is just talking about the Bat family, and oh, I can't wait for the Batman movie, because you know we're going to hear more about that. I want to know how there's no more Bat family. I want to know who's in the Bat family. We know it's going to be Nightwing, because eventually he's going to get a movie. I'm hoping it's Batgirl. I'm hoping it's Damian. I'm hoping it's everybody else that's ever been in the Bat family, because they should just expand that whole universe, because that universe is so good, and there's so many good villains, and they can make so many movies, and it'll be the best thing ever in the whole wide world. Actually, the last scene is freaking Aquaman being all rock star, riding on the Batmobile, and he's all like, yeah, and then they're freaking driving down, and he takes out 2 parademons, but it looks like the freaking parademons catch him and fly him away to space or something like that, but Batman's just all like, fucking, but man, this thing looks like a freaking rock and roll show, movie type thing, and it's what I like. I like dark action-y shit, and that's what DC gives me, and I love it, and I can't wait to see it. Okay, my battery is literally about to die on this damn camera, and I don't know if I charged my other one, but I will say I freaking, I'm pumped for this trailer now, as you can tell. It took me a while because I just woke up and I watched it, but man, it looks really great. But the one thing I will point out is if you guys saw all those freaking little teaser trailers that came out on Instagram and Twitter, there's a lot of scenes that were not shown in this trailer that were in those. So if you didn't watch those, definitely go watch them. We didn't see freaking Wonder Woman painting that statue or dusting off that statue. We didn't see freaking Batman standing on the gargoyle of death. That was all awesome. We didn't see the Flash freaking praying and doing all that jazz. So definitely go watch those if you didn't watch them, because they had extra footage that wasn't in the freaking tease trailer. But that is it, guys. I'm trying to beat this dead battery. I apologize. But let me know what you think of this freaking trailer in the comment section down below. I'm super pumped for this movie. Does this get you excited for Wonder Woman? Does it just get you excited for Justice League? How do you feel if you were somebody that wasn't a fan of how the Justice League looked now that the trailer is out? How do you feel about it now? If you were a fan, are you super excited now? Did this discourage you? Let me know in whatever your thoughts are in the comment sections down below, please. Guys and gals, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with all your Justice League buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, I'm your host, JUICEbox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. If I'm a daily dose of juice, see you guys next time. Bye!